Afterlife and life on earth. So I thought before we got into the details of the afterlife, we should, look some more into how life on earth and the purpose of it is described in Islam and in the Quran especially. So I took some quotes from the Quran, some of it actually, if you were in the Friday prayer today, Dr. Shafi also used a couple of them. But we'll see how much time we'll go into those. And feel free to ask questions as we did last time. So in the Quran, it's stated, for example, in Surah al Nissa, the chapter of women, there is a chapter, chapter 4 is called the women. The very first verse of it reads, in translation, O man, ya ayyuhan nas, be dutiful to your Lord, اتقوا ربكم, who created you from a single soul, الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة, meaning Adam, وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء, and from it he created, or from him, his pair, meaning Eve or Hawa, who's not mentioned by name in the Quran, and from both of them he created many men and women, or set forth many men and women, meaning the descendants, and be mindful of Allah, through whom you demand your mutual rights, and do not cut the relations of the wombs, meaning kinship. Surely Allah is ever and all watcher over you. So in one verse there is so much to be said, like reminder that God created men and women, and that people have to be mindful. The word taqwa is mentioned in the Quran a lot, and it means, sometimes it's translated as to fear God, but it's much more than fearing God. It's to be mindful if you know that somebody is always there with you, because in the Quran it states in different places that God is closer to you than your jugular vein. God is always with you. If there's 2 people in the room, God is the third. If there's any number of people, God is there too. So one has to be mindful and act the best they can. But we are humans, so we'll see what that means. Okay, in another surah, Surah al-Mulk, or the dominion, it starts by saying, blessed is he, meaning God, in whose hand is the dominion, and he is able to do all things. So this is a reminder to Muslims that God is the creator, that he is in charge of everything. It's who created death and life. So it's interesting here to see that death is placed before life, that he may test you, which of you is best indeed, and he is the Almighty, the often forgiving. So in other words, again, life and death are here, like we all suffer in our life or think we're suffering even if we're in a good state. Sometimes people suffer by being bored because they have everything and don't know what else to do, so, but it's, God is created this life, whether we want to be here or not, to be tested. So this is just a test.